It is my distinct pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker, Major General Donna Barbisch, class of 1984. Major General Donna Barbisch is among the foremost subject matter experts in emergency preparedness and building resiliency for catastrophic disasters, terrorism, and unconventional threats. Major General Barbisch has a proven track record as a national security policy analyst, a healthcare management professional, a professor, and an exemplary leader with command and management experience. Her background includes major successes in the private sector, the United States governmental organizations, and the international community. A dynamic speaker who moves people to action, she retired from the Army in 2005 as a Major General. Major General Barbisch began her military career in the Army Student Nurse Program and rose through the ranks in a multitude of active duty and reserve assignments from Vietnam to the Pentagon. Her final military assignment was as Director of Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Nuclear Program Integration for the Office of the Secretary of Defense. Today, Major General Barbisch is president of Global Deterrence Alternatives, a consulting firm focused on developing creative solutions to emerging threats. She is a distinguished fellow at George Mason University's Center for Infrastructure Protection and Homeland Security, a senior policy advisor for the Center for Disaster Medicine Services at the University of California, Irvine, and on the Associate Advisory Board of the AMA Journal of Disaster Medicine and Public Health Preparedness. She is honored to serve on the board of presidential advisors at CalU. Prior to her earning her bachelor's degree from California University of Pennsylvania, Major General Barbisch earned a nursing diploma from Columbia Hospital in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and as an anesthesia diploma from Mercy Hospital, also in Pittsburgh. She holds a master's degree in public health from the University of North Carolina and a doctorate in health administration from the Medical University of South Carolina. Please join me in welcoming Major General Barbisch.
Well, good morning. Thank you, Provost Jones. President Armenti, members of the faculty, Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, proud parents, family members, and friends, and above all, the 2012 graduates of California University of Pennsylvania. You did it. You did it after a lot of hard work and a lot of tears, and although some people thought you couldn't do it, you believed in yourself and you did it. In just a little while, you're going to walk across the stage here and you will become graduates. Now, it's a real honor to be here, although I was reminded that there's some things in common between a graduation speaker and the deceased at an Irish funeral. I'm here for the party, but you don't want me to say much. Now, when I was sitting where you're sitting, I don't think I could have imagined that sometime 10, 20, close to 30 years from now, I'd be up here. So maybe some of you ought to be thinking about that, because we're going to be watching and waiting. Back then, things were a little different. The average income was $21,600 a year. Gasoline was $1.20 a gallon. We didn't have cell phones or iPhones, iPads, flat screen TVs. Back then, things were different. And a lot of things that you're going to accomplish haven't been discovered yet. You're going to be part of that discovery. Look at this campus. I can tell you when I sat there, I didn't expect anything like this. You did a great job. But the more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm a Cal U alum. What started here for me is starting for you now. You will carry it with you your entire life. Commencement is just the beginning. New dreams, new goals, how you're going to get there, what you're going to do, how you're going to achieve what it is you're after when you're not quite sure what that is. I started here as a non-traditional student. I had had a successful nursing career, a military career, and a family. I was a farmer's wife, and a mother. And I want to tell you that those experiences helped to shape me, but Cal U brought it together. Now, I joined the military because I thought nursing our soldiers was a higher calling. I know we just promoted some folks out there. Congratulations to all of you. And to the veterans in the room, I applaud you and I thank you for your service. But I wanted more. I wanted that piece of paper. I wanted that validation. Cal U gave me that. What I found was a confirmation of my ability to really do something more. I was challenged. A bit of hard work out there, don't you agree? But it was all worth it. The ultimate payoff was that I became aware of my potential to do more. I also learned, as some of you may, that failure was not an option. You are graduating. Failure is not an option. Take that with you. So where do you go from here? Dreams, vision. You may not know where you're going next, but never stop working to improve. After my graduation, I started seeking more responsibility, became a manager, moved on with further education, became a faculty member. The military gave me a lot of opportunities as well. I became the first nurse who ever commanded a mobile Army surgical hospital, a MASH. Yes, it was an achievement, but I want to tell you that what we do paves the way for others because the Army just promoted a nurse to the Army Surgeon General, a 3-star position, the first in history. So it's our job to pave the way for others. On the civilian side, in my personal life, I became the PTA president. That was quite an achievement. I wanted to be the member of the school board, but the folks at McGuffey didn't see my potential. I wonder if they know what they missed. But let's fast forward. I had a lot of successes out there, and I think there's a lot of successes out there for you. My business developed into one of combating terrorism. I dealt with a lot of planning. We did some work with New York City, and we're commended that the work we did actually helped New York on 9/11. On that day, I was in Turkey teaching anti-terrorism assistance to the Turkish military. I've dealt with some disasters, pandemics, and planning for all sorts of pretty catastrophic events. So I've covered a lot of territory. But I am just one of many Cal U grads. We have notable Cal U grads, CEOs, executive vice presidents, entertainers, sports figures, authors, and one of my colleagues who's a Secret Service agent who protected a number of our presidents. And of course, we have some generals out there. But more importantly than those attributes are a life of great meaning and purpose. Lifelong contributions are the foundation of who we are. Cal U grads are community leaders, bankers, entrepreneurs, and even more. Responsible parents, something that is very basic. A quote that resonates with me is something that was said by a prominent Pittsburgher: "To do a common thing uncommonly well brings success." That was said by H.J. Heinz. Now I want to tell you, I've been all over the world. Last month in London, earlier this year in Taiwan, and there was Heinz ketchup. So I want to challenge you, find your ketchup. Do that common thing uncommonly well and make your place on this earth. My parting advice to you: dream big. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. You're Cal U grads, you have the foundation. Dream big. Learn from everybody. Everybody out there has something to teach us. And we can learn from everyone and everything we do. But the rubber meets the road when it comes to doing. Sometimes you just have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move on. When you're out there looking for a job, if you haven't found the right job yet, it's a job itself to find a job. You can do it. Don't get discouraged. Your perfect job is out there. And you know, the more you keep doing, the more you become that person you want to be. Believe in yourself. Don't take no for an answer. And remember, it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. You've come a long way on this journey of yours, but the fun has just begun. As you walk across the stage today, celebrate your success. Tomorrow, your adventure begins. You are our future, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
The University Choir will now present another selection for your listening enjoyment. I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner, soloist Molly Milady.